I'm going to try to make a pumpkin pie with no sugar. So right now I have I turned this can upside down, I drained the coconut water off of it, and I still have about a half a can of, this is 13.5 ounces of the unsweetened organic coconut milk. So then I have 1 cup of coconut milk that is, I think it's 90 calories per cup, and I'm going to use 3 very ripe bananas because that makes for sweeter taste, and 1 large can of Libby's pumpkin. I think there's about 10 of the pitted dates in here, but if you smash them down, it makes it, I'm using about a half a cup, and I'm going to use 4 eggs. I'm not using nutmeg this time. My nutmeg makes it more gritty, so I'm just going to use the 2 teaspoons of what it says on the Libby's, the 2 teaspoons of the cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of ginger, and half a teaspoon of clove, 1 teaspoon of sea salt. And I was generous on my measuring of the cinnamon and the ginger, a little smidge extra on the spoon. Okay, I put the 3 small bananas in the food processor, and I used the kitchen shears to chop up the dates a little bit. I thought that would make it work a little better. I'm going to take and puree this up first. Okay, I have pureed that. And so now I'm going to add the pumpkin and the rest of the ingredients. Added the pumpkin and the spices. So I'm down now to the milk and the eggs. So I'm going to add the eggs next. And I got Sparky, his little bit saved out of the pumpkin. Okay, there's 4 eggs that's been added. So I'm down to okay, there it is. I was wondering if it would hold it all, but it did. Now, I'm not going to add more milk. I thought of adding more milk, but since I have 3 small bananas in there, I don't think that's going to be too thick of a batter. So I'm going to try it just the way it is. I tasted it, and it tastes pretty good. So I'm going to give it a try. This is a 10-inch deep dish ceramic pie pan. So if you're using a 9-inch, this should be enough to fill 2 9-inch because it makes two 9-inch pies normally. So I used it all. I'm just going to lick out the bowl. I have this set at 400. I'm just leaving it at 400 because it doesn't have a crust to have the temperature up and then down. So then I'm going to check it in 50 minutes, and it most likely will take at least an hour or more because it's a deep dish pie. Okay, this pie, pumpkin pie, I had it in the oven on 400 for 1 hour. Now, maybe I should have turned it down because it did split on me. I did have tested it, and the knife came out pretty clean. So I just want to mention now this has no sugar in it. Now had I gone with a recipe that makes normally 2 9-inch pies, the large Libby can, 29 ounce I believe it is, it would be 72 teaspoons of sugar. If you do the math, 16 tablespoons is in 1 cup, so 24 tablespoons would be a cup and a half. That's what they call for. And then you break that down into teaspoons. You got yourself 72 teaspoons of sugar in 2 9-inch pies. Well, with this 10-inch deep dish, I fit it all in, the recipe that I made up on my own. It all fit in this large deep dish 10-inch pie. So I just wanted to mention that. So I'll let you know how it tastes.